with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Jackson looking it over, and a wide open look for Bain. It's good, the assist this time from Jackson.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Now here's Wall. Leonard kicks to George. Just 5 on the clock. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson against Morris. And the pass to Morant. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Thank you, Marcus Morris Sr.
Now Morant. He takes it in, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Of course, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you you expect them to contend in the West.
Now, here's George. It's stolen by Adams. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Bain. And the layup is good. Bain's got 5 now.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
George against Bain. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Wall. The Clippers need to get off a shot. 13 feet away. Misses off the right iron.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is George. Picked away. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Jackson's got the ball. Moran finds Adams. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Zubac's the best to Leonard. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. And a missed layup. Reverses. And the layup is up and in.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Morant's against George. Outside for Jackson. Knocks it loose. Clippers trail by 3. Leonard dishes to George. Back to Leonard. 44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And he gets the bucket.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Morant. Out to Brooks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Brooks finds Morant. Pocket 6. Outside, Bain.
No, we call that defensive chops, right? Paul George is draped all over his man. He will not give up anything easy.
Back to Leonard. And he drives in.
Give John Wall that assist.
There's Jackson with the 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
One of the best defensive players in the entire game.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center position. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doors, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes. rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high percentage 2-point looks.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Outside Leonard. Morris with a screen on Jackson. Nobody near Leonard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Morant. The shot that time, not on target. Wall with some nice defense. Leonard kicks to George. Launches it. And the Clippers miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Ball passes to George. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. George has got 6.
It matters not if you're staying attached and connected to Paul George. He's got the height and release point to get it off anyway.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on George.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the line for the
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Desmond Bain.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
First team foul.
And he makes the first.
The line for LA. Ivica Zubac.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Bain kicks to Brooks. Outside Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. A baseline Jay. Kept alive. Pass to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. And it's Morant missing. Clippers leading by 3. And of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Second personal foul.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Wall. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead. Morant outside. Puts up a 3. Morant with another miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now Wall. Paul George missing from long range. Morris, no good. On the wing, Brooks, covered by Wall. Count it, good. Jackson's got 5.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Nobody near George. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles. Leonard against Brooks. Jackson dishes to Brooks. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Jones checked in for John Morant.
Fourth team foul.
Clippers on defense. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. In the corner, it's Bain. Misses the 3. George from deep three-point land. That doesn't go either for George. Payne for three. And the rejection by Zubac. Thanks for the great interview, David.
Your Clippers. 29. The Grizzlies. 20.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
So with George on the bench, here's who SuperLu's going with. They've got the two. Robert Covington out there with Kennard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Conchar. Passes it to Aldama. Here's Tillman. Defended by Batum.
You can see how Batum uses both size and positioning to guard. What a contest. What a job making that difficult.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Jones looking for an opening. Tillman's shot is off. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Kennard's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Los Angeles. Doors with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard out with injury. Luke Kennard had to take on a larger role in 21-22.
He did, Kevin, and that was a theme that was consistent across the board for the Clippers. But certainly where Kennard was concerned, they relied on his scoring. And even though he was seeing more defensive pressure, this guy finished with one of the highest three-point percentages in the league.
Here's Jackson. Grizzlies making the shot. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Aldama passes to Tillman. Outside, Green. From downtown. That shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Kennard for 3. Green with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Memphis moving it around. Offline with his 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Oh, Covington in position. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Outside Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Outside, Jones. Now the pass to Conchar. Here's Tillman, defended by Batum, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Aldama passes to Conchar. The 3. That shot misses. Clippers leading by 11. The 3. And they'll get another chance. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Covington. Here's Mann. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. The offensive rebound.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
To the middle. Here's Jones. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot's good from Kennard.
their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Jackson. Kennard kicks to Jackson. Outside, Covington. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Passes to Jones. To the wing on the left. Pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. They set the pick. And there's the pass to Aldama. From about 16. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
So it's the Clippers now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Jackson kicks to Batum. Stolen. There's Green with the three. The Grizzlies with another miss. Jackson from long range. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers sitting with the... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Wall. After the three-pointer from Desmond Bain. Outside, George. The kick out to Wall. Misses off the left iron. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Wall with the steal. Here's George. Goes back up, and it's good on the way in. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Payne for three. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now here's Wall. Leonard on the wing. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morant dishes to Brooks. And Adams kicks to Bain. No good on the three.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And he banks in the lane. And the Clippers lead by 12.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
Now, here's Bain.
He is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Ball passes to George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Steven Adams picks one up.
You see, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Passes it to Bain. From deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ball passes to Morris. At the elbow, it's George. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. From deep, George. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Because of the diverse offensive arsenal of Paul George, these kinds of nights are easy for him.
Adams, the pass to Bing. Kicks to Jackson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. George dishes to Morris. Launches a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brooks finds Morant. The shot's good.
And that's just a great job of staying ready by Morant. He didn't need to dominate the ball to score there.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now Leonard, following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Clippers.
When you shoot this well from 3-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Leonard.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
That free throw good from George.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. For 3. And it's Morant missing. On the wing, Morris. Inside. Zubac finds George. Outside Leonard. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
It's Thursday afternoon, and we've got basketball on the agenda. And we're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Grant.
Hey, B.A., get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the three. McDaniels from long range. Bain against Edwards. And the basket by Bain.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Gobert. Jackson against Towns. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And here's Memphis now. Jackson, pass to Adams. Here's Morant. Soft touch off the glass.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Now here's McDaniels.